everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. Friday evening, cold and windy and rainy Friday evening, and I'm looking at the story that is in the National Enquirer that Harry and Meghan are broke and might have to go back to the UK, sell up mudslide mansion, give up all their schemes in the United States and go back to the royal family. I had a look at that. It looked like Harry might actually try and do it, not in a very humble way, but he might. It looked like it was a deal breaker for Meghan. She didn't because she wouldn't. That's of course all my opinion. Now I'm going to look at it from the royals' point of view, from Charles's point of view and William's, how they feel about the Sussexes right now, how they feel about them coming back, and how they would feel about them, or one of them, coming back as a working royal. I'm going to look at them individually, compare and contrast kind of reading using the Guardians of the Night Tarot. And I was going to look at William. It's been on my to-do list story that William, when he is king, has every intention of stripping the Sussexes of all their titles and the children, getting rid of the Duke and Duchess titles, getting rid of the Prince and Princess titles for the kids, and out of the line of succession, and that's it. Very decisive, eradicating them basically from the royal family. But I'm going to do this reading now, just compare and contrast. Charles, I'm going to put on the left side of the reading, William on the right side of the reading, and have a look at the two men, because it seems to me that decisions are more or less made jointly in the royal family now. Charles almost feels like a caretaker king, and just waiting, have a bit of fun, and he does seem to be having fun. One more shuffle, and then hand over to William. That's the sense that I'm getting, and I of course just read energy here, tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinion or speculation. I read archetypal energy because we are talking about an archetypal family with the royal family. Disclaimer in the box below, please read it from your own opinion. Let's see what we can see with the Guardians of the Night Tarot. Charles over here. I'll explain the cards as we go around the reading and see what we can find out. How do they feel about this bit of gossip? And it is just a bit of gossip from the National Enquirer. Wow. Star as our underlying energy. That's hope and healing. And I need to pull out the next card apparently, which is the Three of Swords. That's the pain that has been experienced for a long time, many years now, since basically, in my opinion, Meghan Markle entered the scene. Shakespearean levels of tragedy have ensued in the royal family, deaths of some major players. I'm not blaming Meghan for those deaths. I'm just saying that we have been through some tragedies. We have been through new regime coming into power with King Charles, but a lot of hurt on both sides. Let's add, not just the royal family side, but Harry and Meghan also claim to have been terribly hurt by things. So we're dealing with Three of Swords. Now we've got the Star, we've got hope and healing as our underlying energy. Interesting card. The general situation that we are dealing with, please. Wow. Whew. The universe has got a big story to tell us today. Temperance, which is harmony after conflict, which is healing, balancing situation, being patient, waiting for someone to come back. Charles over here. How does he see Harry and Meghan right now? How does he feel about them just generally as a couple? I'm reading them together because this isn't Splitsville yet. How does he feel about them? The Lovers in reverse. He sees that they are over. He sees it. He sees that they have made bad choices, because the Lovers is also a card of choice. And he sees that they have made very bad choices. They might have made bad choices in terms of partners that they chose, and they might also have made bad choices in terms of business deals that they made, moves that they made, all kinds of things. So Lovers in reverse. He sees it, and he sees it all. He views them as separated, as over, but also as having to now to deal with the consequences of their bad decision making. That is his view of them as a couple, in my opinion, as a tarot reader. William, how does William perceive them? Ooh, have to tricky to get these cards out. Three of Cups in reverse. Party is over. It's not a huge and dramatic card like Charles's, but the Three of Cups is the party card. Having good times, playing, drinking, hanging out with your mates, Oprah, Adele, James Corden, hanging out, hobnobbing with all those celebrities in LA and living the good life. It's over. Party is over. Music has stopped. And everyone's staggering home now and going to wake up with a hangover in the morning. That kind of energy. Unless they've been drinking sulfate-free wine. There it is, Three of Cups. That's how he sees them. And I think that he sees that they overindulged, that they were very seduced by the party lifestyle, by the celebrity lifestyle, by all the good things on offer in California. And we won't start sniffing like Lady C might, but that's what he sees. How does Charles feel about Harry and Meghan, or just Harry, but Harry and Meghan coming back to the UK, moving back to the UK because broke and got to? King of Pentacles, good idea. This would stabilize everything. This would sort everything out. It would make him look good, he thinks, because Harry would be back in the fold. The royal family would be stabilized. See the crown there over that Taurus king. It's almost like he would restore the monarchy. Of course, we had a Taurus monarch for 70 years, and very Taurus, and then the Scorpio following the opposite energy, and that's going to be, as I said, this is going to be a quick one, and all change while that's happening, because that's what Scorpios do. But after that long stable period, but he's almost like, I can restore some stability, I can get everything back in order, and I will look good. I don't mean that in a boastful, smug kind of a way. Just it would stabilize everything. Everything is so all over the place at the moment, and not just in the royal family, but in the world at large. And this would be a good solid thing to do, and it would be good for Harry, because the King of Pentacles is also the earth sign prince, is Harry, who becomes king, not literally becomes king, don't all panic, but just it would anchor him if he came back. There's no sign of wife there, because of course on Charles's side of things over here, there is a separation. How does William feel about Harry and Meghan just coming back to the UK, moving back? They of course have nowhere to stay at this point, but how does he feel about them? Knight of Pentacles. It's a similar energy, but less. It's a step down. In fact, it's 2 steps down from the King of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. It's Harry. Harry coming back. Harry getting on the right track again. Maybe getting on the right medication again, and that's just my personal opinion. It's an unprofessional opinion in the sense that I'm not diagnosing, I'm not making medical diagnoses here, but the idea is that maybe Harry has gone a bit woo-woo with his treatment for his mental health issues and whatever other developmental issues he has, allegedly, and here we can get on back on a solid path under our care, and we have the star as the underlying energy of this whole reading. So they are king and son here are together on this. We want him back. Don't want him hanging around in California or going off to Africa to film a Netflix documentary or whatever he's planning on doing. We want him back. No sign of her. She's out. She's out there. So that's interesting that this is something they feel jointly, they agree on, according to my cards, according to what's showing up here for me today. How about coming back and actually working as a royal, the slimmed down monarchy? How does Charles feel about bringing, we will say just Harry, because Meghan has disappeared from this reading. How does he feel about it? Page of Pentacles. Well, you could start again. You could start from scratch as a page. He's gone down, he's gone down, he's gone down. Now he's a page. You can start again. Charles would be okay with this. I'm hearing grumblings from people watching this. We won't tolerate that. Oh no. I'm just reading energy. I'm just looking at what Charles would have to say about this. Start again. Start from rock bottom. And we'll build you up again. We'll give you something solid to do. And build up your popularity again. Give you a little task. Small fry. It would be little. It would be a little thing to do. But stable. You'd have to learn, because the Page of Pentacles is all about learning. It's about doing an apprenticeship. As I said in my previous reading today, that's what the Page of Pentacles does. And you would have to start all over again. Good luck with that, because I saw that Emperor energy in my previous reading from Harry. Giant ego. Don't think that he is about to admit that he has been terribly wrong and he's done terrible things. That is a bridge too far as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, how does William feel about Harry, just Harry, coming back as a working royal? Does William see this differently? Ace of Wands, my goodness. It's a very curious card to show up, because it's the one that showed up when I did the reading on William feeling so ill when Harry, sick with worry, when Harry was about to do the Oprah interview, that he had to take himself away for a week and he wasn't eating and he was just all over the place. He was in bits. And I got this. I got, why was he worried? And I got this Ace of Wands, and it was like, well, Harry's going to be the one having the good time, the party. He's going to be the one with all the limelight and all the attention and all the focus and all the fun and all the new stuff. And poor old me, I'm just stuck here doing the same old tedious stuff. It's the same thing again. Same thing again. It's weird. I thought about it a lot afterwards, and I thought that was just such a weird energy. I wasn't happy seeing it. I'm not happy seeing it here. Because it's again this thing of almost Harry will try and steal my thunder if he comes back. And he's right, because of that Emperor energy in the previous reading. He will come back and he will try and make it all about him again. And he's the one that's charismatic and exciting and dramatic and dynamic and inspirational, and I'm just a dull old whatever, baldy middle-aged man. Never mind that Harry also is a baldy middle-aged man at this point, but he's aware of how much competition there is from Harry, and he doesn't like it, and he's right not to like it. I mean, this isn't the kind of card that I was expecting. It's not over my dead body. It's not hell no. It's not I'm going to take your titles away. I'm going to take your children's titles away. I'm going to destroy you. Because we've got the Star. They're more forgiving than the general public might be, and of course it's because it's their family, and of course it's because it's someone who is seemingly damaged in a very profound way. Oh dear. So, what's going to be the outcome of all of this? And the outcome is the Two of Cups in reverse. It's not going to fly. Could be all kinds of things with this. It could be that William and Charles disagree, because really I'm asking from their point of view. That William and Charles fall out about this, that they are at loggerheads about this. It's interesting that it's elephants, because elephants have very long memories. And we've got 2 elephants, and they're kind of, I know it's a 2 of cups, and it's meant to be a lovely kind of an energy, but it's almost kind of fighting, competing. It's like almost 2 bull elephants competing. It's not what the card is obviously intending to depict, but that's the energy that's coming through for me. So there is a potential fallout here between William and Charles over this. Quite an upset there. Could also just be, I don't think it's Harry and Meghan separating. I don't see that. I don't see it. I see this idea that, yes, we need Harry back, but Charles is, yeah, okay, we can set him out to work, and William is, no, he will do the whole thing again. It'll all happen again. So let's just clarify that 2 of Cups, and see what else universe wants to tell us. Is this about Charles and William falling out? What potentially if Harry ever came back? And I do think he will eventually come back and cause trouble back in Britain again. My opinion. The card's gone flying off over there. What is the card? Card's the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is the lush card. This is somebody who's, look at that, peacocking, showing off. There is the concern that if he comes back, he's going to overshadow them. The overshadowing is not only coming from Meghan. This is what this tells me. It's coming from Harry. It's coming from Harry's ego. This is my amateur armchair psychology. She was lived out his shadow. And his shadow was this desire, this jealousy, this resentment, this desire to be number one, to be the emperor, to peacock and show off. She was the one who made that happen for him. He projected it onto her. She was there ready to act it out and make it happen for him. Now that is over. Love is in reverse, the royals seem to think, but Harry hasn't got it out of his system yet. William suspects, and he's right to suspect this with this 9 of Cups coming up. It's never a card that I'm happy with, because it is that self-indulgent, it's all about me energy. It's a narcissistic card, the 9 of Cups, potentially, and I see it in this thing, and I see that there's going to be conflict between William and Charles about what to do with Harry if and when he comes back, because William doesn't trust Harry, and in my opinion is right not to trust him. Going to have a look at William again in the coming days and see how he feels about this, what he will end up doing. But there is a lot of forgiveness around here for Harry, and a lot of patience and a lot of hope that he comes back. But what kind of a Harry will come back? We'll have to have a look at that as well when the time is right. Thank you for watching this reading, and I will see you again soon.